In some cases, the celebrities knew their attackers. In others, unknown assailants plotted to commit murder for financial gain. There are also accounts of mentally unstable individuals with celebrity fixations conducting murder attempts. While many celebrities like John Lennon and Marvin Gaye died from attacks, the celebrities in this list
Joseph,
reflect those who survived
let's be honest.
in their lives.
That's a pretty sorry battalion you got there, isn't it?
Right now it is.
Who's the first nominee for the men?
Top 10 celebrities that survived attempts on their life. In 2011, Junior Bradshaw and Kevin Liverpool scouted British soul singer Joss Stone's house. Reportedly, they were armed with a sword, hammers, knives, gloves, rope and masks, with the intention to rob and behead her. Neighbours spotted their banged-up vehicle driving in her neighbourhood and called the police, who searched the cars and arrested the two men.
They definitely won't kill Bill on it. It's like they sat and just watched way too many movies.
Prosecutors say Junior Bradshaw and
British courts sentenced Liverpool to 10 years in prison. The court sentenced Bradshaw, a diagnosed schizophrenic, to a psychiatric faculty. In 1976, unknown shooters attacked Bob Marley, his wife, and his manager 2 days before a concert Marley had helped organise to unite opposing political factions in Jamaica. The singer sustained minor wounds and played at the concert despite the shooting. Authorities never identified the assailants. Marley died in 1981 of cancer, which conspiracy experts believe was a successful attempt on his life.
Where were you hit? Where were you hit?
In 1969, following the alleged Hell's Angel stabbing of a man at the Altamont Free concert, Jagger and the other Rolling Stones publicly pilloried the biker gang's behaviour and refused to ever hire them again. The Angels responded with a plan to storm Jagger's Long Island mansion from the sea and murder him. Armed, the gang got in a boat and sailed towards Jagger's home. A storm sank the boat before they could reach the estate. The wreck didn't injure any gang members, but they decided to call off the attack. In 1996, obsessive stalker Ricardo Lopez sent a letter bomb to Icelandic pop singer Björk. Lopez, 21, had been infatuated with Björk for years, writing a diary of over 800 pages devoted to her, which included dozens of references to suicide and murder. Upon learning she was in a relationship, Lopez reportedly snapped.
Book into which he'd placed some HIV-infected needles. When she opened the book, the needles would shoot out into her hands and infect
He filmed
her.
over 20 hours of footage that consisted mostly of him ranting, then sent the singer a hollowed-out book with a bomb in the middle. Afterwards, he shot himself on camera while Björk's song played in the background. The police intercepted the bomb, which never reached the singer.
Instead, he constructed a sulfuric acid bomb inside.
On December 30th, 1999, Liverpool native Michael Abram jumped the fence at George Harrison's Oxfordshire estate carrying a large knife. He smashed the window and made his way inside, where Harrison and his wife confronted him. Abram began screaming at the ex-Beatle, who charged at him and tried to knock the knife out of his hand. Abram stabbed Harrison several times in the chest and then went after Olivia and tried to strangle her with a lamp cord. Police arrived and took Abram into custody.
However, she's been by the bedside of Mr. Harrison. Mr. Harrison also suffered some superficial...
In court, Abram revealed he believed the Beatles were witches and he was on a mission from God to kill Harrison, who he believed to be the devil. The courts found Abram not guilty by reason of insanity and committed him. Harrison died less than 2 years later of cancer. The institution released Abram in 2002. Jackie Chan was in a long-running feud with the Hong Kong triads that had infested the local film industry and routinely shook down producers for money. Reportedly, when Chan first came to America from Hong Kong, a triad sniper shot at him at the airport tarmac. In 2012, Chan said that triad men armed with machetes later surrounded him when he was out to dinner.
What? You speak English?
In response to the attacks, Chan armed himself with guns and grenades and hired muscle from mainland China. Eventually, he paid them off and they left him alone.
50 cents. 50 cents, okay.
That's so funny. That's what I was gonna.
In 2009, police arrested Chidi Usman Jr., an ex-soldier turned stalker, when witnesses reported him for walking the halls of the E Studio. Reportedly, Usman was carrying a knife and looking for Ryan Seacrest. Police had apprehended him once prior for trying to get to Seacrest in Orange County and attacking one of his bodyguards.
He tried to see Ryan Seacrest. He was carrying a knife. Now, that in and of itself is bad. But before all of this,
the court sentenced 26-year-old Usoma to 2 years in prison and ordered him to stay away from Seacrest for at least a decade.
Attended an event and after the event attacked one of the radio and television hosts.
In 2000, an unknown assailant shot rapper Curtis 50 Cent Jackson 9 times outside his grandmother's house in Queens. Jackson spent 13 days in the hospital and the next 5 months recovering with wounds in his arm, hand, hip, both legs, chest and left cheek. Neither Jackson nor police ever positively identified the shooter.
Who would want to shoot
were you targeted?
You're such a good guy.
It's my past.
It was a drug thing,
No,
like
it's
a
just-
business thing.
It's karma.
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 Explain
Initially, police suspected Daryl Homo Baum, Mike Tyson's former bodyguard, as the shooter. The theory was local drug lord named Supreme hired Baum to kill Jackson over a drug dispute. 3 weeks after the attempted murder, an unknown assailant shot and killed Baum. Apparently, Tyson offered $50,000 to take care of the parties responsible for Baum's death. In 2005, rival rappers of Murder Inc. reportedly testified against Supreme for his involvement in the attempt on Jackson's life.
What happened? What had you?
It's so tough.
You were pissed off at someone.
Madonna had multiple encounters with stalker Robert Hoskins, but in 1996 he jumped the fence of her Hollywood Hills compound. Hoskins declared he would either marry or slash her throat. One of her bodyguards shot him and police took him into custody. Madonna wasn't home at the time, but testified against him later.
Yeah, this is breaking news. Right now we're finding out that police did find this man who had escaped from this mental hospital last Friday.
In 2002, Dewey escaped a mental hospital in Los Angeles, but police quickly captured and returned him. British chef and TV star Gordon Ramsay is also a crusader against illegal shark fishing. As part of a BBC documentary, Gordon's Shark Bait, he went to Costa Rica to uncover the shark fin trade, a gang which authorities believe have ties to a illegal drug network, confronted Ramsay and poured gasoline on him and his film crew. The thugs then held the group at gunpoint and told Ramsay to stop filming the shark fishing cruise or else they'd be shot. Reportedly, local police recommend Ramsay and his crew leave Costa Rica. We have reached the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching today's top 10. Please don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe to be notified of my future videos.